literally so tired that like I would believe anything someone told me. Like, I guess it's my birthday. I guess I'm in the middle of the West. Like, I don't even know. Like, I'm that tired. It's here. The day is here. We're driving to the Grand Canyon today. Today I'm officially 26, and woo. It's been a long time coming. I've been waiting my whole life to go to the Grand Canyon, so we're here. The bad news is like now I have to actually like get there. What time is it? It's like 5:45. Yeah, mind you, I went to bed at like 12:45, so yeah, I'm not feeling it, but like let me keep washing my face, keep getting ready. I will eventually feel it. I will eventually be able to convince myself this is happening. Okay, so I made it to Flagstaff, so that's like an hour and a half outside of the Grand Canyon. I needed to get like my whole life together. I needed to pee, eat, get gas, and now I need to get cash for the toll boost that you hit when you get like closer to the Grand Canyon. So I'm gonna pop into CVS. Anyone who knows me knows I'm always in CVS. Like I don't know why, it just feels like home because there's always something you need and they literally sell everything. So yeah, we're off to CVS. The drive was very chill and it happened way quicker than I thought. Like it took a while to get to Flagstaff, but then it's like once you're there, you're like in the home stretch. So all I have left is just that last bit. It's like 11:30, so I'm still making good time. No shenanigans today yet. Fingers crossed, thank God. When I say shenanigans, that's in reference to the fact that some wild shit has gone down every day of this trip. Day one wasn't that bad, it was just really long. But day two, that was like the dust storm, that was me getting stopped by the cop in Oklahoma City, and that was like the really crazy winds. That was like a hot mess. And then yesterday, day three, shenanigans were that I left late and then I got stopped by the cops again, but this time in like southern New Mexico. That was a setup because it's like in New Mexico, the main streets are treated both as like residential streets and highway. So it's like the speed limits change really quickly. At first it was like 65 or 75 or whatever, you know, and we're all going like 80, 90. And then all of a sudden, you know, we're slowing down, we're turning down a street and it's like homes and like a school zone. So I was going like 60. And then I saw that the speed limit was 25 and I was like, holy shit. So I started braking. Basically, I braked but didn't brake enough because I still got pulled over. But thank God he didn't catch me at 60 because it would have been a wrap for me. It would have been lights out. They got me at like 36. So had I just braked a little bit more, girls, we would have made it, but that's okay because I got pulled over twice and I got 0 tickets. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Blessed and highly favored. I really think it's because the angels are working overtime, but also I think it's because, you know, when you get pulled over, they see your license. They know it's like my birthday or like birthday weekend, and they also see that I'm like from Georgia in a Georgia car. I think then they're like, ah, damn. And the wild part, y'all, was that when he pulled me over, I saw him like motioning his hand and I was like, what? And how about he pulled over this white SUV behind me with like white women in the car, and I was shook because never have I ever seen a cop basically sight 2 separate cars at the same time. I wasn't mad because that meant I had a witness if shit went down, but I felt bad. He was just on his game. He was just gonna pull over everybody. I was like, damn, like, you know that y'all snuck that little school zone right there. And you know everybody uses this route to get to White Sands. There's no warning. It's just like you're cutting through, listening to the GPS, all of a sudden it's like, speed limit 40, speed limit 35, speed limit 25. You're like, wait. You know, I'm gonna hit CVS and then it's off to Grand Canyon. Bloop. Okay, so as you can see, the Grand Canyon is behind me, but the lighting is kind of crazy, so I'm gonna turn just for the sake of the video. It's really gorgeous. I will say it's really kind of hard going during the pandemic, just because like, you know, you want to take photos, everyone wants to take photos, but everyone's trying to stay 6 feet apart, not everyone's wearing masks. So like, it's very complicated in that way. I am glad I did it because like, it's worth seeing. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep this like short and sweet because I need to get going and I've wasted too much time as it is. I didn't get to finish filming the Grand Canyon, which is kind of annoying. I didn't have enough space on my phone, and so it wouldn't let me record anymore. I was like, damn. The most exciting part was Elks, even though the east entrance was closed, much to my dismay. I drove like halfway down just to get better pictures of certain lookout points, and so on my way back, there was a group of elks just like grazing, just vibing. I had like come up a hill, and as I went, I saw all these cars, you know, with like their flashers on and pulled over. I was like, what? And then I looked to my right and I saw like, geez, it had to be at least like 15, 20. And I was like, oh my God. I stopped in the middle of the street and I just, you know, parked and put on my flash. Everybody was looking. Nobody was like actually driving. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna make this quick. And the elks literally were like 40 feet away from me, if that. Like, they were close because they were like just in the woodlands vibing, and you know, I was on like a 1-lane street. It was really nuts, and like they were like making eye contact, and I was like, bitch, what? So yeah, that was just really surreal because they're huge. I would say they're like twice or thrice the size of a deer because they look like moose, but they don't have antlers. Had I had room on my phone, I probably would have tried to film, but I then immediately took off. A, because it was like approaching sunset and I didn't want to hit traffic coming out of the Grand Canyon since I hit traffic coming in. I was also gonna say they started crossing the street and I was like, ooh, definitely time to go. Like, I am not about that life, baby. This is a rental car. Like, cross in front of the other girls, do not cross in front of me because I can't handle that. I really can't. It was really cool to see that. Definitely once in a lifetime, especially on my birthday, like to see elks that close. I like the Grand Canyon, but to me, she felt overrated. With the other national parks I've been to, you can definitely like have your own experience and like enjoy the park on your own terms. And I feel like with Grand Canyon, it's so touristy and so hyped that it's hard to kind of just like do it the way you want. I was so paranoid the whole time because there was tons of people there and not everybody was wearing a mask. You know, everybody's in a group, everybody's stopping to take pictures. Of course, nobody's gonna wear a mask when they're taking a picture. And you know, people are coming back and forth. And so it's like, it was just a lot of stress. I had the time and the freedom and the space to set up my tripod at White Sands. Could not do that at Grand Canyon. A, because it's not really set up for all that on the rim trail, but also because there were so many people. Also, I didn't realize the rail trim, but no, the rim trail is so long. The map is very confusing, and so I read a line and I thought it said 1.5 miles. I was like, okay, I'll just keep walking. And lo and behold, the rim trail is 12 miles. In my mind, I thought it was a mile and a half. So I was like, okay, I should be, you know, reaching the halfway point, it should be turning. And it just kept going and going. I was like, girl, I think we should go. Like, I don't think we're gonna continue. And I was glad I didn't because I was ready to go. So to me, I feel like if you're happy with the wide shots, then yeah, Grand Canyon's worth it. But I don't know, for some reason I thought you could be more intimate with it without, you know, hiking or like camping within the actual Grand Canyon. But the answer is no. Okay, my arm hurts. It's time to go. We're off to Zion National Park. It's only an hour and a half from my hotel, so it's okay that I started late. And yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be cute. So I made it to Zion and it's already my favorite. I like it more than the Grand Canyon. There's lots of cars around me, but I don't care. I'm just gonna slowly like turn. But yeah, the road is super narrow. I came through the east entrance. It only took an hour and a half to get to, like from Page, Arizona, and it's super scenic. I heard it's more scenic than if you come in through the south. So yeah, definitely come in through the east if you can. Let me keep rotating so you can see. But yeah, it's just really pretty and very scenic. I'm like, I'm just pulling over like every 5 minutes because I'm like, this is stunning and like a once in a lifetime because it's just like perfect, especially with like, there's like hints of snow. Let me turn a little bit more. Yeah, like
I would recommend coming through the east because like it's just very scenic and it's just incredible to take in, because most parks, I don't know, you kind of have to like hike to see those kind of views. So yeah, I think it's definitely worth it. I'm like, how deep can I even get? Because I'm taking photos every 5 minutes. Like, it's just that pretty. It's that cool. Okay, so I forgot to mention that the park was free today because of MLK Day. So shout out to MLK. Because of that, I was like, oh, ooh, my mask is gonna fall. I was like, okay, then let's turn up in the store. Like, let's support the girls. So I got, okay, I have collected a postcard, and then I got this punny hat. Wait, okay, yes. Ooh, you can kind of not see it. This is Utah Rocks, which has like multiple national parks on it. And then I got a t-shirt, which is like a reddish color. Yeah. Okay, their t-shirt game was very strong at the Zion gift shop. There was a good like 20, 30 different t-shirts, and I was tripping. Like, the sales ladies were like, it's fine. Like, we feel the same way. I'm like, okay, good. Cause like, this is embarrassing. I'm honestly hungry, and as much as I want to stay, I kind of would rather go like and eat. I kind of want to do the drive, but I'm not sure. We'll see. Okay, so it crossed my mind to maybe vlog one more time since I tend to forget to wrap things up. I loved Zion. That's honestly been my favorite of the trip. Not even Grand Canyon, not even my birthday. Like, it was today, it was Zion. Unfortunately, this is like my last day of fun. Now I have to drive back to Atlanta, which I'm not. First, I was like, when the trip started, I was like, no, I'll never want to leave, no. And then today, like, I was joking about it to myself, and I was like, I mean, that's assuming I make it to Atlanta. How can I be sad? I'm gonna be too busy driving. It's like, I don't have time to be sad. I gotta get there in one piece. Girl, it's supposed to snow all through New Mexico tomorrow, and that's like a huge bulk of my trip. And I'm like, I've been checking the weather in like all the cities that I stopped through for like the whole week. So there was no mention of snow in New Mexico, but it was supposed to snow in Arizona, where I am right now, and it was supposed to rain in Dallas, and then Thursday when I'm leaving Dallas. So I was very worried about those cities, and now coincidentally, it's fine in Arizona, it'll be fine in Texas, but it's gonna snow all through New Mexico, and I'm like, I'm nervous in a way because I've never driven through snow or ice, and according to Google, snow is most likely to turn into ice when the temperature is between 26 degrees and 32. And of course, it's going to be like 28 degrees. And I'm like, perfect. The worst part is there's nowhere else to go. Like, my day is already gonna be like 14, 15 hours long. So it's like, if I were a detour, I'm like, would I really save any time? Like, it would add time. And it's like, I don't feel comfortable driving like a 17, 18 hour day just to say that I avoided the snow. So basically, the fastest way is through. Like, I have to go through New Mexico and all this bullshit. We made it this far, so we're gonna deal with that tomorrow. That's for tomorrow me. Today me, love day 5, happy to be here, high on life. Day 6, that's a different story. It's technically day 7. I didn't get a chance to film it all yesterday on day 6. Child, that was wild. It wound up being like a 15 and a half hour drive. The first leg was a disaster. At first, the snow was very subtle and like it was cute, and then it got crazy, and it's just like there was no visibility. Like, you couldn't use your brakes, obviously. You know, you're only going like 40, 30 miles per hour, and it was way too much. And of course, nothing was cleared, nothing was salted, so, you know, the cars making crazy noises. I was just like, oh my God. So yeah, so that was the first 4 hours, which definitely like slowed me down. And then after that, after I hit McDonald's, things took a big improvement. It wasn't that bad in New Mexico. Like there was snow, but like the highways were clear, so that was helpful. Texas was a breeze. Like, there wasn't anything wrong. It was just a very long drive, and I was super tired, so I was like, we are not filming today. Today's the last day. I'm in Dallas, and I'm going back to Atlanta. This is the cutest hotel I've been in, so I was like, oh, we should film here. Yeah, she's got everything. Let me turn a little bit. Yeah, it's really like an apartment. I know I said that about the other Marriott I stayed in, but this one is much bigger, so the layout works. Like, I think there was too much crammed into that one space in the Albuquerque hotel. I'm off to McDonald's again, but it's not because I'm obsessed with McDonald's. I literally never eat there. It's just because I've been craving McDonald's breakfast for like a month, and every time I've gone on the trip, I just miss it. Like, I get to McDonald's at like 11:15. This happened yesterday, and it happened Sunday. So both times I just got like a Happy Meal. I got like a hamburger, but I'm like, no, I want McDonald's breakfast. Like, I'm not playing anymore. This is serious shit. So now I have plenty of time. It's 9:45 here. We will definitely make it. I'm rested, but I'm tired. Like, I'm glad this is my last day of like long driving. It's supposed to be a 11-hour drive, 10 and a half. We gonna see. It's supposed to rain soon here in Texas, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be clear the rest of the way. I hope that's true, because otherwise, it's really gonna take me forever if it's gonna rain. Get to see the rest of Texas, get to see Louisiana for the first time, and then I'll be on my way. So anything else? It's been a wild time, definitely worth it. And yeah, grateful to make it this far, grateful to still be alive. And it's inauguration day. Exciting times.